This is Stephen, and I'm Rachel, and we're from a theatre company called An Invisible Man. And the play you're going to watch today is called Wherever Home Is.
Now you're about to see Act 1 of Wherever Home Is, because we're going to show you this play in two parts, Act 1 and Act 2. Act 1's where we're going to establish the story and the characters and the drama, and then we're going to pause it at a really critical point in the story. And then we're going to do some work with you in your classrooms, trying to get underneath what's been happening in the play so far. And then we'll come back and show you the conclusion of it to see what happens to the characters.
But my dad is, and that's why we're here to speak to you today, because we're moving again. And that's the story. Now, I know that doesn't sound like much of a story. Dun dun dun! Breaking news! Gal moves house with her family. But can you really be English if you've never really lived in England? I don't know. Say hello.
Hello, Mum.
Very funny, Mum.
Who are you talking to, Luce?
These guys here, they've come to see a play, and we're what it's about. It's about us. How cool is that?
Us? Why what's so excited about us? We're just a normal family.
Well, it's sort of really about the time that Calvin ran away and hid. Do you remember? Because the whole garrison nearly was out looking for him, and everyone was so worried, and we were searching all over the place.
I do, yeah. I was ever so frightened for his poor mum. Well, I was frightened for him as well, but I could just imagine myself in his mother's position, you know. I mean, if it had been you that had disappeared like that, I know how I'd have felt.
Right, I thought, if you get on that brown bin, you can push it next to that blue bin. I bet you can get on the roof. And anyway, check it out. You can, innit? I mean, I didn't mean to come up here today though. Like on the school roof. Like why would I? It's Saturday. Like who wants to go to school on a Saturday? Exactly. And I was just about to cross the road. I would have been at the bus stop. It all would have been fine. But then suddenly, loads and loads of army trucks and vehicles started coming around the corner, and tanks and everything, and they were coming for ages. And I couldn't get across to the bus stop. And then I started panicking and thought, well, what if I get caught down here? I mean, what have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3 euros and 10, 15, 17 pence. I said euros, I mean pounds, don't I? It's my mum. What does she want? Well, I know what she wants. Do you think I should answer it? Do you? I didn't like it, so I just got my torch. And I zipped up my sleeping bag, and I just stayed awake all night with my torch. Just like praying for morning to come round, because I hated it so much. And I wasn't going to sleep there again. In the morning, I kind of told the teacher a little bit of a lie. I said that I wasn't feeling well, that I was feeling sick in the night, and I wanted to go home. So they phoned my mum, and my mum, and she came for me. She did, to take me away from it, which was good. And she wasn't angry about it either, or sad. No, she wasn't. She was nice. I mean, she still is nice, like my mum. I mean, it's just now it's different. Now she's just sad and cries all the time. I really don't know what to do to make her feel better.
So, that's my friend Calvin. He's cool, isn't he? He lives near me and he goes to my school. But check this out. It turns out that we actually went to school together when we were younger. But, no, do you know what? Forget about that right now. Because right now, we are going to go back in time. We can, because I'm the narrator.
Lucy, this new move, it's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, it really is, Luce. Because it's like we're going home if you think about it.
Yeah, but it's not my home. This is my home. How can that be my home? I've never even lived there.
It's our home, Luce, right? Because it's where we all came from and it's where we were all born. So it's like we're going home.
She's right, Lucy. We've been near Uncle Mike and Auntie Linda, who's new posting.
Yeah.
You'll be near Charlie and Penny. Because we don't see them enough really, do we, where we are.
But right now, it's now. So do you remember how I told you at the beginning of the play? I was going to be the one to find Calvin on the school roof. Well, it's that time. It's 6 o'clock and everybody is out looking for him. Mums, dads, kids, they're all searching for him going, Calvin! Calvin! Where are
I
you?
don't want them to find where you are, because then they'll find me and I've been gone for hours, then I'm going to get
Cal,
out of trouble.
Everyone's really worried about you. Your mum and dad have been walking up and down the street all day searching
What?
for you.
Wait. Luce, Mum. Did you say my dad
Yeah?
is with my mum?
Yeah?
Is he?
Well, yeah, why wouldn't he be?
I don't know, Luce. I mean, I think I came up here just to get out of the way of everybody. Just to think.
Well, that's good, because, like, if you think about it, well, thinking, that's what, like, talking, and like my mum says that talking is the best way to solve a problem. I know, okay, why don't we get your mum to speak to my mum and they can see if they can sort it out?
My mum won't talk to your mum. My mum won't talk to anybody. She won't talk to me. She just cries all the time and just says there's nothing to talk about and forget about it. And then this week she started talking about us going to Liverpool.
Well, where's that then?
But like millions of miles away. It's nowhere near here. It's not on the front of any buses down the bottom of the base road anyway, is it? So listen, you can do what you want. Do you know what I mean? If you want, go home. I don't mind, but don't tell anybody where I am, because I'm not getting down, Lucy. I'm promising you. I'm not getting down, and I'm not going home, and I'm not going to Liverpool. I'm not.
What am I going to do now? It must be Cyprus, because when you go to school in Cyprus, although you have to go to school on a Saturday, the days are shorter, so you finish school at like 12 o'clock. I really liked it there.
That's a really hard one. Well, I want to live with both of them. But the thing is, I'm kind of used to just living with Mum, because I'm used to my dad being away. So like me and Mum together doesn't feel like a weird thing.
So when I first saw Calvin and saw that he was on the roof, I felt really happy. I felt a bit smug that I was the one to find him and nobody else could. But then when he said that his parents were splitting up, I don't know, my tummy sort of did, you know when you go over a hill in a car and your tummy does that flip-flop? That's sort of what my one did, because I didn't realise that all of that was going on.
No. Weird. As if.
Think about what words describe somebody that wouldn't make a good friend.
And then once you've done that, we want you to put that all together and we'll show you how now. So here is our gingerbread person. What you will do is something similar to this, I guess. You might all have an individual one or one for the whole of the classroom, but you'll get the idea. We want you to fill up this page with the positive and the negative qualities around friends and what makes or doesn't make a good friend. So, Rachel?
I'm going to put all the good qualities inside the gingerbread person. There we go. And Stephen is going to put all the bad qualities on the outside of the gingerbread person.
And these are just a few random things that we've thought up, and they're probably not as creative as you can be, but we'd like you to think about what you would put inside your favourite friend and what you want outside of them. Because this is what we want and this is what we don't want. We want these to be outsiders. So